TTA family. Back at y'all with another one. Wait for a couple of people to get up in here. Y'all know I got my water. My ice mountain. It shake, rattle, and roll. Got a decent week coming up for y'all too, man. Sharon Williams was good. Was good. Hey, how you doing? Hoyt, mess of salted and a peanut. Joey, TTA fan, what up, Joey? What up, Prophet Pat? Bob Drake, Starland. What's up? What up? What up? What's the SAVA? Y'all hold up on the calls right quick. Let me know if y'all can hear me too pretty good. B Jex, what up? What up? Nakia Wright, you're not doing anything nefarious. Clay Wade, what up, though? Paris Baxter, what's up? What's up? Hope I'm saying you guys' names right. Finnegan, yo, yo, yo. Sean, what up, Sean? I missed 2016. Yo, Angel. Birdie P, yo, yo, yo. Randy. I hear you, Randy. Richie Buck, what up, though? Appreciate that. SAVA, appreciate it. Prophet Pat, TTA fan, DSG, yo, yo, yo. Appreciate that, Sharon. Wilma, what up, though? Christ Gang, yo, yo, what's up, brother? DDS Word Saint, man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Toronto. TTA family is officially in the building. Man, I got a good week for y'all coming up, man. Real quick, before we open up the phone lines. Got a real good, probably gonna be a good follow-up for us, man. I got a call. If you guys can remember, man, we investigating why the detective from the Waukegan Police Department is we're actually investigating why did she choose to charge the man from the child support office with the city ordinance battery. Y'all remember that? Yeah, so we got a call from the commander. If you guys can remember him, the guy with the white shirt that I was speaking with outside, maybe just a few weeks ago, we filed a complaint and stuff. So I got a message from him Friday about that basically it has concluded, the investigation has concluded, and he has a letter of correspondence for me detailing that. So we definitely gonna go down there and see what that letter entails. That's definitely a follow-up that we got coming up. Want to see how does that going to unfold. And we got another one, man. You know, if you guys can remember, man, I don't know if you guys remember the guy, the sheriff that we caught smoking in the car. Yeah, I got a call from his boss as well after the complaint we filed that day, and he admitted it. Wow, can you imagine that? He admitted that he was smoking. Well, I mean, he was on camera, you know, so really there's no way he can get out of it. But the way that his supervisor, his sergeant called me and say that, yeah, you know, someone caught me smoking. I figured that the young man was going to come down here and file a complaint, so I wanted to come forward. But my thing is this. We still, even though we know he was smoking, we still don't know what he was smoking. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, TTA, you being petty. But the cops ain't never petty. They press us for every little small thing, right? Every little thing they on top of us about. So my thing is I want to know what he was smoking. I want to be able to know when was his last drug test? How do we know there wasn't a joint? How do we know it wasn't a blunt? How do we know? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, they speculate all the time about us, right? I believe we have the same ability and rights to do the same exact thing. They supposed to be held to a higher standard anyway. So I want to be able to follow up with that as well. You know, if Dennis Hall, it was a cigarette. Come on, I mean, how do we know? I hear what you're saying, but how do we know though? Because I mean, he's admitting to smoking. I'm just saying, how do we know what he was smoking? I mean, they never say, you know, it was just this, that, and the third. Come on. I'm just saying. Yeah, how do we know, man? I mean, you know, I want to better. I mean, you know, they're not our friends, man. They're not our friends. You know, they do a bunch of stuff to us as citizens every day for stuff smaller than that. So, me, I'm not turning down anything. You know, not even my collar. So, we want to be able to go and file a FOIA request on that sheriff, man, to see when was his last drug test and what was the results. I think that's going to get very interesting, to be perfectly honest. Rambo 1503 say it was cigar weed. Oh man. They said it depends. Did he pop up past EW King? I hear you. I hear you. Somebody just texted the TTA for him, cigar weed. Not guilty. The union going to protect them. You know, they might try to. They definitely might try to, but you know, we trying to find every avenue and every you know, recourse that we can, man, to get around that, man. Because you know, we ain't gonna just let them keep getting away with these violations, man. Violations against the people, against their own policies, the departments, the city, they violating the city ordinance, they violating city policies themselves, laws. Man, we fed up. We fed up. That's probably a troll, man. Yeah, that's probably a troll. I love the trolls though when they be in the comment section, man. They so silly. That's why I'm like, man, you know what? Shout out to Rogue Nation too, man. Shout out to Rogue Nation, man. If y'all haven't seen, man, he highlighted one of those frauditor channels, man. You know, he highlighted it in such a way. He brought out a lot of information about this one in particular dude that's got this fraudulent channel, man. It's crazy, man, that they be blaming us for everything that they are, man. It's crazy. Like, I guess the dude that he was talking about, man, y'all go back and go see it. It's just like maybe sometime last week. What he did, I guess he's like implementing a murder and everything. Like, claimed to be a combat vet, never been to the you know, like never provided any type of service for this country at all. He took up donations on someone. You know, like on behalf of someone's house being burnt down, and he kept the money from them. Like, man, come on, man. So that's proof that's just proof right there to tell you that they just want to use our content to create their own, man. And like I say, it's one in particular fraud of the channel where I've been somebody reached out to me personally that's close to the guy and told me that he really agrees with everything an auditor do, but he just create that type of content so he could say that he, you know, like he made his own content or something. But it was weird how he explained it, but it makes sense though. So, but shout out to Rogue Nation for doing that this week, man. I definitely appreciate that. And we can open up these phone lines, but y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Our next live is gonna be on the 22nd, October 22nd. 2 p.m. Central, man. Y'all really gonna want to be in attendance for this one, man, because we're doing our cash giveaways that day, and we're gonna continuously doing them moving forward. So I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do something different. Wanted to be able to give back to you guys, man. Support our family, man. My family members, man. Wanted to be able to give back to you guys. I love you guys wholeheartedly, man. And I'm very excited about the 22nd because I got it set up in such a way on basically how we're gonna do these cash giveaways. So, man, we're gonna take our first caller right here. And thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are and where you're calling from.
Hey, James. James. This is Von Henshaw, Cincinnati, Ohio, brother.
Man, shout out to Ohio. How you feeling, brother?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Man, pretty good.
Good, man. Love your videos, man. You're getting more followers, man. You're doing an awesome job of it, brother.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot.
All right. Now, you know me. You got your pen and sheet of paper ready?
Man, look right here. I already got it on deck.
Now, I got two questions, and I'm going to go ahead and start.
Okay.
The police need reasonable, articulable suspicion that you committed a crime, and in the process of committing a crime, or are you going to commit a crime in order to arrest you. But I've noticed they do two things to you guys. Number one, they try to trespass you from a public building and arrest you under the false pretenses of trespass. And sometimes they say stuff like, you have no legitimate authority or no legitimate business here. So my question is, why is not the First Amendment filming a legitimate business?
Okay.
And then my second question is, are they trying to get you all for obstructing the legal process when you refuse to give up your ID? Can you explain how they try to do this? Because you're there on the job as an investigative journalist.
Right.
So that's your business there. And then how they try to get you all on obstructing the legal process for not giving over your ID, since that's your right not to give over your ID.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to let you go and answer, brother. God bless you, man. You're doing a great job.
God bless you as well. All right. The first question was the reasonable tickleable suspicion, and why don't the cops basically consider filming an official business? I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe they do. See, when it comes, even it's kind of even to your second question too as well, because the second question is, why do they say obstruction? Like when you don't want to provide ID, because you have a legal right to not provide your ID, especially if it's minus a crime. It kind of go like this with the cops. They say stuff like filming is not official business because, first of all, they're looking for a reason to try to arrest you. Even though they know it's official business, but they're going to use that and possibly hope that you don't know your rights, so you'll give them up and say, okay, just think about it. If I hold my camera, I say, this is official business, officer, I'm filming. And then the officer come in, no, it's not. And they think that just by them being the cops, they think that the way that they verbalize that to you, that you'll fold. Hopefully you'll fold. So they know that it's official business, but they just hoping and wishing that they can tell you something that you'll go for. Same thing with your second question with the obstruction, with the same thing with the ID. They know that you have a right to be secure, and you know what I'm saying, according to the Fourth Amendment, right? They know that, but they just hope that if I tell you that, you'll give up your rights. It's almost like that in almost every situation when you, in terms of rights. When you have a right to do something, the police is going to tell you, no, you don't. Just like when we walk in these buildings and film anything. Health departments, post office, you don't supposed to be here. They hope and wish that you will say, oh man, since the cop told me I'm not supposed to be here, that's law. And a lot of us do. A lot of people really do say, you know what, maybe he's right. But America's and all over the world is starting to wake up, man, that, you know, we ain't going to we're not going to continuously go for that anymore. People are learning, man. And that's why I love this First Amendment audit community, man, because it has taught everybody a lot of stuff in so many years. These years that it has existed, man, we have learned, and a lot of cops are, you know, the hands are starting to be tied behind their back, and now we just have to go forward with our recourses in terms of when they want to disregard that this person actually knows his rights, he's standing up for their rights, and the cops still want to violate you by arresting you, beating you up, shooting you, whatever. We just got to go forward all the way with the complaints. A lot of people say, like I seen a couple months ago where somebody had put in the comments like, man, you file a lot of complaints, man. I don't see them going nowhere. What they don't understand is before you file a lawsuit or do anything in terms of some type of financial relief, in the courtroom, you have to file a complaint. That's the first thing. Your lawsuit, the person that you suing, the defendant, all he would have to do is go in and file a motion to dismiss if you don't exhaust all remedies. That's a necessity. That's a vital necessity in a litigation process. The very first thing you have to do is file a complaint with the entity that has wronged you. If you don't, it's going to be dismissed almost instantaneously. So that's the whole reason. You can't just go straight in. You can go file a lawsuit, but as soon as you go in front of the judge and the defendant see that you didn't exhaust your remedies, it's going to be dismissed. So, I mean, even after that, you have to exhaust all remedies. You have to go you have to file a complaint. When it get denied, you have to appeal it. It's a lot of stuff you got to do, and then you litigate. But me, I mean, I found another way to get some quicker recourse, and that's through the insurance carrier. So, I mean, it's a lot of different ways, and I'm trying to unfold them all. So, man, shout out to the brother from Ohio, man. Y'all know he called in with good questions all the time. I already knew. That's why I was able to come and sit down with the pen and paper right away, because I knew he was going to call. So appreciate him, though, for sure. Whoever was calling, man, call back. I just wanted to get that out there. Here's our next caller. Thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are when you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes. Let the people know who you are when you're calling from.
Yes, sir. This is Michael calling from Westchester, New York.
Man, shout out to New York. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling great. Thank you very much. Just got back from a car show. Listen, man, I'm glad I got you, because I want to tell you, I have a handful of auditors that I watch, and you're definitely in that handful. No particular order, but you, Jay Surreal, Bay Area Transparency. I've been watching J-Town Press lately. You are the most articulate one out of all of them. And this brings me to my comment and my question.
Appreciate that, man.
No problem. I mean, 100% real talk. This brings me to the comment on the question.
Okay.
You in Long Island Audit, you know what he's going through right now.
Yeah, right? Out in Nassau. Yep.
Okay. You two are, without a doubt, the most unoffending, non-aggressive, absolute most polite, well-spoken people, ever that I watch out of everybody.
Appreciate
and yet,
that,
no matter where you guys go, in every single establishment, these people just straight up immediately dog you guys.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's true.
So I gotta tell you, real quick, I'm sorry, I can't really hear you too well, so I'll shout this out and then, do your thing. I just want to say, I started getting, I was watching a whole bunch of them last night, yours and Jason Reels and everybody's, right? I'm starting to get a weird kind of bugged out feeling, because it's what is it that these people are so adamant about not having a camera? And what the hell is the difference between you got a camera floating in front of you versus if I'm sitting at the DMV, on my cell phone? How do they know I'm not reading whatever?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
message board versus videoing.
That's a good point.
It's kind of bugging me out.
You know what, man? It's especially I notice a lot of these entities, man. The reason you got to think about it, the reason why they don't want that they're cool with their cameras and not ours. They see they're afraid that we might catch them doing, obviously not working, doing something they know they're not supposed to be doing, maybe playing on Facebook or, and that's because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like why are you afraid of my camera? you got to be afraid about something. So yeah, I think that's what it is, what it comes down to.
Is that, yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense, but I noticed something about these kind of people, right? And when I say that, I'm talking I'm sorry, dude, it is a blanket statement. In my opinion, they can be stereotyped. When I say this kind of people, I'm talking about the people that work in these places. They've showed their true colors. To me, every one of these people is a narcissist. They got a problem with power and control.
That's true.
And it comes out with full teeth bared if you don't comply immediately. I feel like these kind of people, like these are the kind of people that end up in powers of positions because it's all about, I don't know, man. They want control. Like
you're right.
It's scary. It's scary, man.
You're right. You're absolutely correct.
And I want to tell you, please be careful out there, okay? I throw good energy your way because what happened with Long Island Audit, I'm worried about, Sean. I'm worried about that kid, man.
Me too, man.
It ain't good messing around with the the establishment. Man, he's got a target on his back, and you don't know what the hell these people are capable of.
You're right though, man. I'm worried about them too, man. It seems like they really effing with him, man.
They really are. In my opinion, I said, and I even sent them an email, I said, you should go to a higher authority in another county, because that's another thing. These people are narcissists.
Right.
They enjoy, like, a higher authority. They get a kick out of going to a lower, like a lower county, or, you know what I'm saying, like a not as well-equipped police department. I don't know how to, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
They get a kick out of laying the smackdown on these people.
Right.
They got problems in their own ranks, like throwing orders around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Anyway, you're the most polite person I've ever listened to, okay? And this just goes to show, right? I showed my mom a few videos. I said, this just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how polite you are. Look at this man. I showed her your video. The most polite, unassuming, unaggressive human being. And extremely rational.
Oh, man.
The way you do things, I'm like the same way, You're like, well, what's the problem? What's going on? And it doesn't make a bit of difference. They just come at you. So be careful, please, and God bless you.
Man, God bless you as well, brother. Appreciate the call there.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
You take care.
Yep. Yeah, man. So that's basically how it is, man. They be scared. They be scared of our cameras, man. Thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you calling from.
I'm calling from Yorkville, New York. My name is Dave, and I just want to say you are the smoothest. That's all I want to tell you. You are the best.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys wholeheartedly, man. Getting some of these trolls up out of here real quick. They ain't got nothing to do. Thanks for calling in to TTA. Let the people know who you are and where you calling from.
Hey, this is, they call me Rooster. I'm at Woodstock, Harley-Davidson, in Illinois here. And I just want to say, man, people don't understand knowledge is power. And especially with the age of Google, ignorance is no longer bliss, man.
That's right.
We literally have laptops and computers in the palm of our hand. And, if you're not willing to learn what is available to you, then why are you even arguing about anything? We have the ability to reference check and check sources. Like,
you're right.
I don't know. It just confuses me how people just let knowledge escape them.
You're right, man. It's crazy, man. Like some people are scared to do their own due diligence and research to gain knowledge.
Absolutely. G.I. Joe says knowing is half the battle, man. It doesn't matter how much bronze you have if you don't have the brains to back it up. There's a lot of good stories. I'm by no means religious, but there's a lot of good stories in there that back that claim up.
You're right.
Use your head, Doesn't matter. You can always find a way without using violence as long as you're a civil human being who pays attention to a little bit of that humanitarianism.
That's correct, man. You're right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we all bleed red, man. We all got to take care of each other. Life sucks no matter how you do. Like John Wayne once said, life is hard. It's harder when you're stupid.
I like that, man. I never heard that one, but I like that one, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a great quote from him, man. And I live by that. Life is hard, and it is harder when you're stupid. So I try to use a little bit of cognitive thinking so that way, we can just live your best life. We don't have to like each other, but we have the rights to our own opinions, and you have to respect that, even if you don't agree.
You're absolutely correct, man. You're right.
You
Yeah. Where you say you got? Where you say you calling from again?
Woodstock, Harley Davidson. I'm actually one of the sales reps here, and I love your show, man. So I see a lot of different kinds of personalities, mindsets, and I love talking to people. And dude, the way you handle yourself and the mannerisms you use are next level, dude. Like, honestly,
man,
mad respect for you.
Man, I really appreciate that wholeheartedly, brother. I really do.
Hey, I appreciate what you do to help get that message out there to show people, hey, we're not the weak ones here. We're the ones who have the power. At the end of the day, there are employees. They made the choice to serve the American people as a public servant.
That's correct.
If I were to mess up, my supervisor would reprimand me. Okay?
That's right.
Technically, we are their supervisors. By the Constitution, we have the right to supervise our men and women of the badge.
That's
so
right.
If we don't do so, whose fault is it for letting them get away with this?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right. Somebody has to police it. Like you said, if we just sit back and allow this stuff to continue, then that means we don't care. So
exactly, and you look on like history. I love history, man, because if you don't look at it, you're doomed to repeat it, right?
That's right.
People don't fail to remember and see police officers in America technically were derived from slave owners to collect slaves who had ran away from the South towards the North. That is the starting of police officers in America. And then you have in Nazi Germany where the actual police officer term was derived from. They're public servants. Police officers, a military term. We are not in the military. We are people of this American country.
Right.
And if you want to be in the military, all the more power to you. Please serve and protect our people.
That's right.
But if you want to be a police officer, you have to understand you made a vow to the American people.
That's correct. That's correct. And you know what? I'm starting to believe maybe a lot of them is just swearing an oath to just gain employment, man. You know what I mean?
It is. And a lot of it, they're high school bullies who peaked.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
I'm originally from backwoods, small town South Dakota, man. Like, the nepotism, the misogyny, it's real. Like, it all depends on what your last name is in some parts.
Right.
And that's not right. Like, it shouldn't matter who you are or what background you are. We all have the same rights and the same freedoms.
That's correct.
I don't care what side you are, Republican or Democrat. I'm an American citizen.
Right. Yeah. I never took a side anyway, man. I'm neutral. Like I said, I'm just for the people, man. American people all the way around the table. I don't care what color you even. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah.
I don't care if you're man, woman,
matter.
child, or a polka dotted alien.
That's right.
Mars. If you have citizenship, fantastic. We are literally found on give us your weak, your poor, and your ill. We will stand up together and as a nation unify. That's
correct. I like that. That was you nailed it. You're right. You're absolutely correct.
Man, like I said, I'm a huge fan of your channel, and if you're ever in the area, stop in at the dealership. I'd be more than honored to meet you and shake your hand, sir.
And you out there, Harley Davidson, Woodstock, Illinois, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Local boy right here.
All right, I got you, brother. I appreciate the call in.
No, thank you for everything you do for the people to make sure that our rights are protected and that there's actually somebody out there being professional and not antagonizing and doing due diligence to the rights and constitutions that we have that they refuse to uphold.
All right, for sure.
All right, boss.
Later. Yeah, man, that was one of the GTA family members from out in Woodstock, man. Y'all know we got a few videos out there, Woodstock. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man, so man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are when you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Glenn, old hillbilly out of South Carolina, James.
Oh, what's going on, Glenn? How you feeling today, brother?
I'm blessed a lot more than I ever deserve, James. And wanted to give you great shout outs for all that you're doing.
I appreciate you, man.
I really appreciate you. And just wanted to touch base on a couple of things. I'd heard on I think the last live about a question about something over in Indiana where they've got a 25-foot rule that they're trying to put in place.
That's correct.
You might want to touch base with Direct D out in Arizona, another auditor.
Okay.
I think they tried that out there, and there's a precedent set by a judge that quashed it.
Oh.
So it's a different district, federal district, but that does have weight.
Okay. Direct D, I'm familiar with them. So they tried to do it in his state, and the judge quashed it. Wouldn't allow it. Basically, wouldn't allow it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And appreciate you giving a little note to old Rogue Nation there in the start of your video.
Oh yeah.
And got to mention Jeff Gray with that honor your oath, and even a couple of them close by you there, like Joe Cool and who's that? Disorderly Product News.
Oh yeah.
May he rest in peace. And one recently, Dennis Lynn.
Joe, now hold on. Now wait a minute. What? Oh, one of them passed away. What's his name?
Well, Disorderly Product News. I believe his name was Regan.
I didn't even know that, man.
Yeah, well, he passed away maybe a year or two ago.
Oh wow.
But Denise Lynn just recently passed. I mean, you've got quite a few other auditors close by you there, like old Joe Cool and Chi-Town Sue and Big Camera Magic.
Big Camera Magic, yep. Audit them.
He is way up there with you.
Yeah, I like him, man. Yeah, that dude's sharp.
Extremely articulate, and so are you.
I
From
appreciate
all I've
that.
seen of you.
Appreciate you.
Did let you know I've made a few other phone calls, like I'm subject to do. Did call the Kane County Health and spoke to Michael Isaacson. Now, he did seem receptive on the phone, but I don't know how true that was because I tried to call him back after a week or so to let him look into it and could never get through.
Wow.
Had the shuffle.
Wow.
And then I called the last health place that you had went to and tried to get to speak to Miss Jennifer. And boy, was I given some kind of shuffle and run around there too.
Oh,
We've got several Jennifers, and I even described her, and in the brick building at 100 Virginia Street.
Right.
And they said, well, all our buildings here are brick. And then they transferred me over to somebody else.
Wow.
And got a shuffle around.
Wow.
Somebody named Ann, and it is just absolutely horrendous. And there's got to be some legality with that, because denying identification to people, because I kept asking for them, like for last names and stuff.
Right.
That would be subverting our rights to redress and to FOIA.
That's true.
There has to be some kind of illegality there.
Yeah.
Because they are public servants.
You're absolutely
and just like
correct.
Law enforcement that, declines to identify themselves.
Right.
Not only is it policy, but you can go back to that number 5 that I mentioned to you a long time ago.
Right.
They've got to follow all the rules, regulations, and so forth. But anyway, blessings upon you, and keep up your good work. You are absolutely outstanding, growing leaps and bounds, and I'll see you over 100,000 real quick.
Appreciate you, brother.
Subscribers.
I appreciate you for calling in. Thanks a lot. And, hey, get ready for next week too. We got 2 Sundays from now. It's gonna add a little something different to the live. So I got you.
And I think that your idea about going toward the insurance outfit for them is absolutely outstanding.
Appreciate
I believe
that.
you're on to something there.
I appreciate that.
Anyway, blessings upon you, and you have a blessed and a safe day the rest of the week and the rest of the year to boot.
Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Yep. Man, thanks for calling in the TTA. Let the people know who you are when you're calling from.
Hey, TTA, this is John from Massachusetts. How you doing?
Man, pretty good. How you feeling today? And shout out to Massachusetts.
Hey, TTA, a couple things. The last gentleman was talking about the federal court judge that shot down the ruling in Arizona. That would have been Bill 2319, and the bill was an 8-foot rule. And the federal court judge shot it down. It was a bill that was proposed by a senator who was actually an ex-cop. That's the first thing. The other thing is I had not really a question, but, one of the callers earlier was talking about how, the police will come in and they kind of act like they don't know what the laws are. And that kind of, to me, don't you think that falls on the theory of they can lie to you, So
Yeah.
what they do is they purport that lie like they don't know, you know what I mean? And
That's
I
true.
think that kind of feeds into that.
Yeah, that's true. Because like you said, it's been actually ruled that they have a right to lie to us.
And
That's sad. That's pitiful. And when you think about that, I've thought about that like a long time and several different times. And it's like, how are they legally allowed to do it, but we're not? That doesn't make sense, man.
And that kind of poses a couple other things, which is like, even if you had the written copy of the law in your pocket, most of them won't want to look at it. Do you think that that's because they know that if they look at that law, that they're not going to be able to claim qualified immunity?
You know what? You actually just nailed it. That's precisely why a lot of them want to avoid it, because they know. I mean, even though the way that the law is wrote up is they still would lose qualified immunity if laws are well established. So long as the law is well established, they can, if they violate it, their qualified immunity can be stripped. But when you show it to them, it basically like there's absolutely no way out for them at all. Because I've seen where the laws have been well established and a person still lose their lawsuit, and it would, because of the defendant would have a argument in terms of saying, well, they would go deeper into, I still didn't know, and they would find loopholes to uphold that. So, but you're right. If you show that law to them, it's like they will have no way out of it at all. That's why they avoid looking at it. You're right. You're right.
And that kind of brings up another thing that, I don't know if people are talking about it or not, but I think that people in the chat should understand this too, is anytime somebody files a federal lawsuit against an officer or whoever, you have to understand, not only are your tax dollars paying if they lose, your tax dollars are paying even if they don't. I mean, at the end of the day, your money is what's paying the attorneys to defend them against your suit.
You're
so
right.
Essentially, you're literally paying them to fight it. And not only that, but you're not only paying the lawyers for the police union, but you're also paying for the lawyers because the attorney general represents that same officer.
That's correct.
Or
That's true.
officers.
That's true.
So I think that people should understand that, because I don't think a lot of people do get that, and I just wanted to throw that out there, brother.
Yeah, you're right, though. You're right. You're absolutely correct, man. For sure.
All right. Well, listen, I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate the call in.
Audit them should get together.
Yeah, man. Audit them. Yeah, man. Man, we be chatting a little bit, man. We definitely going to put something together, man. It's going to be dynamic when we do.
That'd be great. You guys take care. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye. And thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are when you're calling from.
Hey, how you doing, good brother?
How you doing?
Hey, I got a delay here. Should I turn off the YouTube?
Yeah. Just cut it down a little bit for now.
Okay, I'm on the phone here now. Yeah, I followed your channel for a while now. I had one of my own that was just small time. But yeah, I love what you're doing. And I see you're doing it from a place of positivity, not a place of angst. And it's good that you're not showing any fear or any defiance or any kind of, you're kind of right in the middle perfectly with that. And yeah, I just wanted to get your input on something. If you were in my shoes here and you got, this is since April now, I've had literally 5 different CID detectives from Harrisburg, from where I live in Dauphin County, who are coming to my house. They're dropping cards on my car and my door, coming to my house, trying to, talk to me about my activism, about, I guess certain comments that were made on Facebook supposedly, or things like that, criticizing them and the district attorney's office and some of the other offices in the Dauphin County courthouse. And yeah, I had run-ins with them in the past over petty summary charges and misdemeanors that were inflated and just other things like that. But, I tried to assure them that I'm not violent. I don't have, whatever the charges would reflect. I've never been charged with a felony. And it just seems kind of like overkill to have literally 5 detectives. 2 of them were nearing retirement. I guess one of them has since retired. The other ones are just kind of like, it seems like they're fishing. But the one gentleman who came by like a week ago, he actually seemed forthcoming a little bit. He was threatening me with an arrest if I would pursue any kind of like trying to get any kind of court personnel or any of them to talk to me on the record or answer any of my questions.
Wow.
And I explained it was just about transparency. I want to prevent people from getting in these situations where they're completely in the dark, where they make the whole process as convoluted and costly as possible for the person enduring it.
Right.
And this really wasn't even about me and my past charges and all that. It was just, trying to pay it forward a little bit. My channel's extremely small time compared to something like what you got going here. But, and I work with a couple other guys in the Harrisburg area that do the same thing, and they're in, the same boat. There's nothing they're making money on. It's just, a way to fight back a little bit. Like,
that's correct.
Like if you can prevent it from happening to someone else, I see that as a victory. And
that's right.
I'm a Christian. I'm an idealist. I'm a pacifist, but I'm also a patriot. I'm a survivalist. And I don't wish them ill sentiment. I don't. I like that we have good cops. We need good cops out there. If not, regardless of however we feel about them. Think of like your mother, your kids, your loved ones, like you can't be there to protect them all the time. We need good people.
That's right.
But I like what you're doing seems to expose how it's fundamentally wrong with the way they go about it, where, their goals, and it's not all the cops, but I mean, I guess your agenda is to show that, like their goal should be to not bring charges on someone, especially for like something petty, like, something like a misunderstanding or something like that. It shouldn't be a situation where like they're doing like the way they do you, where they commiserate with the office workers in the back. Like, well, did you smell alcohol? Did he threaten you? Come on, you can take that as a threat, right?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You feel in danger.
Yeah,
it's inappropriate. Like it's the kind of thing where, I mean, like you can see it, like you can size a man up when you see him face to face, and you can see that a lot of them aren't proud of what they're doing, and like the ones that seem to actually defy this mentality, they're the ones that are targeted with, demoting or just whatever, firing, whatever,
Right.
Or worse, they're promoted and they're given rank, which is also kind of scary. But I mean, like, if you were in my boat, would you meet with this guy next week? I mean, obviously he knows I'm going to record it, and he knows I'm not going to incriminate myself or anything like that. But
yeah, I mean, I probably definitely would though. Like you said, he knows you're going to record it. That'll be kind of like your protection. And yeah, I definitely would. It sounds like maybe they might be trying to like personally seek you out for something though, like maybe targeting you in a sense, or.
Yeah, I thought that at first too, but like it just kind of threw me the way he actually replied to my emails now, and he was being a little more forthcoming and polite, but obviously they run game on people every day. It's I understand they have to do that with actual criminals, like people that are a danger to society, people that are proactively breaking the law, I guess proactively in their mind. But, I mean, it just seems like if they would be going to this length to target me over some online criticisms they think I might have made on I mean, he even took it so far to tell me that, like, if I even would be friends with any of these court personnel or anyone on Facebook, that they might even charge me. And like the strange part about that was that I'm in a relationship sort of with a gentleman that is, one of the court employees' friends on Facebook. And I don't think they realize that. And ever since I kind of brought that to light, they're kind of backpedaling a little, like they're more helpful now. And it's like, and I'm thinking, I'm not trying to exploit any LGBTQ thing or anything like that. It's not even really, like I'm not even really part of all that. It's just my life is my life,
Right.
But for them to tell me that I can't be friends with someone on Facebook, that seems extreme.
I mean, you know what, man? That's crazy that you bring that up, and it kind of like goes to this point, to your point. They always trying to find a way to say something will be illegal to prevent you from doing something you have a right to do. Have you seen the situation with I don't know if you've seen the situation with audit in Erie County?
Erie County?
Yeah.
That's in Pennsylvania, right?
That's correct.
Oh yeah, okay.
Now you see how they like he's basically on probation. And they telling them, like, first they was like you can't do audit. They wanted to go in front of the federal judge. I guess he's on probation or whatever. They tried to go in front of the judge to say, we want you to like sign some type of temporary law or whatever, for lack of a better term, to say he can't do auditing until he come off probation. And the judge, I guess, was like, no, we're not going to do that because that'll violate his constitutional rights. So they added this thing in it called, no harassment. So you can do it, just make sure you don't harass. And now he's been charged with harassment for filming. So it's like they found a way. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It is crazy because, like it's almost like I've been charged with harassing countless times and disorderly conduct countless times. That's like the free pass for cops to be like, well, we interpret it this way. And they call, that whole song and dance, we got a call.
Right.
We got a call. Like, okay, what if someone called you and said aliens were on their front lawn,
Right.
Show up with the SWAT team and guns blazing? No, it's ridiculous. It's almost like, it's kind of exposing the fact that they're trying to tie people up in the system. They're trying to tie people up for, and it's all one hand washing the other. It's like, obviously, in this city, in Harrisburg, the pay lawyers, the defense attorneys work in tandem every day with court personnel, with the judges, with the prosecutors, and with the cops. Like it's all one hand washes the other. And it keeps the revenue flowing. It keeps people tied up in the system. It keeps them paying $300 a month to be on probation for an ankle monitor tether on top of the fines and costs they already owe. And you never dig out of that unless you you can. Obviously, I did it, but I mean, it's very discouraging for people. And like what you just said about how the guy's on probation. So, essentially they got him by the balls. Like they can't.
Yeah.
But he can't pursue his activism now because he's on paper.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I think with these detectives, if it would still be a situation where I was on paper, they would have found a way to. But they violated me last time back in 2018 because my dog allegedly attacked a neighbor's chicken. And it wasn't even my dog; it was actually my dad's dog. And it was just ridiculous. I mean, I have all this documented. I have, there were some other things where they targeted me with a summary charge and just, anything they could do to revoke my bail and this is before all this activism and even auditing and all that stuff. But,
right.
I hope people really see that it's not just like trolling for views and that kind of thing.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, man, you know what? When they say that, man, like me personally, man, I just try to ignore them, man. I mean, they, they're basically them the people that really hate freedom and hate this country. If you just think about it, how could you not stand behind somebody that's fighting for a right that you have?
Exactly, and the way you're going about it, like I can tell that you don't have hatred in you when you're doing it. Like
exactly.
Extremely polite to these people, and some people see it as like, oh, you're harassing these old ladies that work in these. No, they're making a very comfortable living doing a public service.
That's right,
and they have to do it right, and their work affects people's lives every day.
Right.
It's just it's a good thing that you're exposing it, and any any notoriety you get on YouTube from it, you worked for that. You earned that. You know, you build it up.
That's correct.
And that's not exactly like all the editing, all the time you put into it, all that stuff. You know, they don't see that. They see like, oh, he's just sticking a camera in someone's face to be a jerk. It's not that at all.
And then you know what? Even on top of that, real quick to your point as well, like man, we get out there, man. You literally putting your whole life on the line because you never know when you might get that super rogue cop that's just going to come in with guns blazing. But like I told a lot of my family members, man, you know, my whole hypothesis and idea on that and conception is we all got to go one day. So I know that's a possibility even coming into this type of field, this line of work. So I know we all have to die one day. So I might as well die for something I'm doing right. That's how I feel. That's why I'm fearless when I do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I guess you're out of where? Chicago area, right?
Yeah.
That's you got a lot of turmoil right now in your city too. And you know, I'm between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, kind of in the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg area. But you know, Philadelphia is bad, Baltimore's bad, New York, you know, and they're failing the people. Like they're, you know, like government, the police, everyone, they can do better. They can definitely do better. And you know, like what you're doing is not hurting anyone. It's actually helping people. And,
that's right.
And like to your point about the how most people hate this country and that kind of thing, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt and just assume that a lot of them are cowards. A lot of them are not deep thinkers or critical thinkers. They just, you know, they're more than happy to like come home and plop down on the couch, watch a ball game, watch Netflix, fall asleep, you know, drink a beer, whatever. But you know, like they won't have that freedom much longer if people don't step up.
Just like, hey, you know what? Just like I don't know if you ever seen those frauder channels.
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yes.
Yeah, like now, like you know, they it's weird because they have a gang of supporters too as well. So I'm thinking that I'll say think about this. The frauder channels are claiming us to be criminals. They basically blaming everything that they are on us. Like I said, Rogue Nation, did a whole video about this particular one that talks about all of us, but this guy has been implementing in a whole murder. He's taking money, but he still has supporters. So think about the logic of that. His supporters will talk stuff about us, but still support someone that's been charged with murder. That doesn't make any sense, man.
Fundamentally flawed. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, like even when you go to do what you do, I can see the joy and like the satisfaction you get when you do find that one good cop that's gonna, you know, like the one Chief Z or whatever his name.
Oh yeah, Officer Z. Yeah.
He was great. He came in, no BS, nothing, just right to the point. And he was friendly with you, cordial, you know. And then he's like looking at his watch and his phone, like, all right, I got more important stuff to go do.
Exactly.
Right back out into the fray.
That's right.
That's how they should be. And it's good to know that there's dudes like him that actually make rank and set an example for the other guys, and you know. Hopefully it continues and, you know, hopefully they don't shut down the internet or anything crazy anytime soon and we can keep it on, you know?
Right. That's right. Yep.
But yeah, love and support, man. I love what you're doing and I look forward to seeing more of it.
I appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All righty. I want to say, man, shout out some of these super chats, man. Sean Little, man, I appreciate that, brother. I really do, man. Thanks a lot. You said keep it up. John O'Rourke, did you get copies? Did you get cops body cam footage from the housing department, Oak Park, Illinois? Nah, I ain't got it yet. It's definitely in the making, man. You know, a lot of times when I put in for these body cam footages, man, they're giving me the runaround. It'd be hard as heck to get. It's not really just A, B, and C. You file for these things, as you guys can tell. You see that I put in for filed a FOIA at the North Chicago. It took a whole 6 weeks for them to just answer the FOIA. So, man, trust me, man. When you're dealing with these corrupt type of these police departments, man, we wish that it's A, B, and C, but man, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. So, no, but to answer your question, I haven't received it yet. We're definitely still waiting on it. And no matter what they tell me or how many runarounds they try to give me, I'm going to keep pursuing it. So I'm never going to go away. But to answer your question, not yet. Rex Anderson, man, appreciate that, brother. I think I seen another one. Terry Harney, the Riker Rider. Much respect to you too, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Thanks a lot. Love you guys, man. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know you are where you calling from.
I knew I had you. I knew I got you. I knew I got you. I was like, I got him online. I said, you want to give him? I told my wife, you want to give him some work right now, because she leery about the whole thing, you know, about people's rights and everything. I'm like, wait a minute. I give him some work. Today is his day off. He's just talking to. He ain't family.
Man, you already know, brother. But how you been doing, man?
Man, I'm up here. We just came from Peace Produce, man. I got me a seeded watermelon. I go with the seeds and stuff. I watched Callie Muscle, who said, you know, get the seeded stuff, because all that other stuff is, you know, it's like when they take a DNA strand from you. You know, they creating the foods that's seedless. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the seeded watermelons, because the seedless ones are, you know, they using the chemicals and stuff. We say probably using chemicals on the seeded ones,
right?
But I believe that, you know, it's natural to have a seed, because without a seed you can't grow.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
You know,
yeah.
How you gonna grow? So. Yeah, man, I've been watching. I said, man, I'm gonna call him. And, you know, as we get along with our own lives, we still check you out. I still give you the thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
I see a long ass posts. and you know, we got back from Las Vegas. We're gonna go back out there again. I think I sent you a message to you, man. Hey, we out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I be seeing you in the chat. Hey, man, you know what? Hey, I be trying to get back to everybody, man. It ain't like, you know what? When I started back in January, it was kind of, you know, a lot of people told me, they said, man, them comments you ain't gonna be able to do it. You know, I try though, but you know, yeah, I be seeing you in the chat. Right. I mean, the comments though.
Right. Hey, it's your show, man. I don't expect nobody to. You know, and you know, if I look back at it, got a heart on it and a response to it, it is what it is. But
yeah,
you know, we here to show that, you know, we enjoy your content. TTA family. Back again.
For sure.
You getting in there and getting greasy with them folks where you can, you know, let them know that there's people out here is just not gonna shine your shoes.
That's right.
You know, you can't do this to us.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, what gives you that pleasure?
We ain't going for it no more, man. Period.
My 2 feet are standing in what? Public. And these are. It's been a while since I heard any auditors say, you know, where you know, we do say restricted areas. We understand that, but these are common areas, common walkways or common areas. We only keep ourselves in common areas. And like you say, what our eyes can see, I ain't gonna say plain view. That would be something kind of. I mean, it is plain view within plain view, but that kind of leads to the idea that the police, when they take they flashlights and
look in your car. Yeah.
Right. So, you know, within plain sight, you know, that we're okay. That's Are you right. Okay? Check your heart rate. Standing here, I don't understand how you got so excited because somebody is not going to do hop, skip, and jump because you want them to.
Right.
Be with yourself. You grown. It's like, how old are you to that person? I'm this age, and we two grown people. I'm sure we can work it out without the police involved.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, you're right.
Okay? I think two people can rationally speak, can work this out where I can do what I came to do, and you can get back to doing what you came to do. I mean, that you came this morning to this office and was blessed to make it here. Right. Unscathed.
Yeah. Yeah.
people, this is my spot. The spot is about to get hot. If you don't do what I it's a knot, guys. You trying to hit me in the head? No, I'm just saying. I'm gonna call the police.
Right. Right.
And I think really those post office people, you got to be a little bit something to do that kind of work. For me, I'm saying for myself, I have to be, a little bit off to do that work. And thing all the time. There's no really a whole lot else to do. If I'm going to the store, it's important. We need people like that. That's a little bit off. I ain't sending shots to the post office because without them I couldn't get my mail. So it's these tyrant police out here.
Yeah, real talk, man.
It's tyrant police out here that and it's funny that, and I may be incorrect, but I don't think not a police officer called this show. If we're about the law, and I'm a and I don't believe they're law enforcement, they're peace officers. I can't say they're law enforcement. They're peace officers.
Okay.
So, by that being said, and then really a lot of them don't know the law, as we all know, they don't know the law. Oh, I didn't know that. But you coming in here with your legs spread apart, you rocking back and forth, your chest out. Like I'm supposed to go in my shell, like I'm supposed to be a turtle going into my shell, and let you run the whole dialogue and the narratives and run the whole show here.
That's what they expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we ain't going for none of that, man. They gonna get it together.
We have a right to be here. I'm a living, breathing human being just like this other person is. Until you want to shoot me, hold on. Don't I didn't say shoot. Don't shoot me. Right. It can get to an extreme situation, but I commend you for keeping keep marching on to the victory is won. And I sent you a song to your cell phone. That Prince, "Be Glad That You Are Free."
Okay.
I don't know if you heard his Freedom Liberty song.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Prince did do a liberty type of song, and it's pretty good, And the song, his lyrics say, "Be glad what you got,"
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check it out, man. You said you sent it to me?
Yeah, it's been a while. I sent it to your this phone number here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I probably got it stored, man. I got so much stuff I'll be having to go through, but I'll look it up. Oh, you said it's made by Prince, so I can just go check it out on YouTube or something.
Yeah. Hey, what you call that room that you in? The red room?
You know what, man? I adopted that because of you, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I think you was the first person to say that. You was the only person to say that. I say, man, you know what? Start looking around. I say, yeah, we gonna go with it because everything is in here. It's Coca-Cola stuff, man. So the whole it's perfect. My ceiling red. Everything. So yeah.
And I was the first one to send a shout that for them to put that money in that what do you call that the chat
the super chats. It was the super chats.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That day I'm like, okay, we've been on the show on Sundays. This is like the second Sunday, and I think the second or third Sunday, I said, hey, man, y'all put some money in that super chat.
Yeah.
I saw somebody put a $4.99 up there.
Yeah, man. You're right, man. That's that. Hey, you know what? That's why I like it. See, that's why I like the fact that it's TTA family. Y'all are family members, man. I don't never look at y'all as followers, subscribers. I mean, we gonna use the word subscriber because that's what YouTube got up there. But to me, y'all family members, man. And that's why I want you to make sure you tune in too, brother. We gonna come back 2 Sundays from now on the 22nd, man. We doing cash giveaways, man. You gonna like this one, man.
Yeah, I think your shirts are almost hot off the press, ain't they?
Man, they coming, man. They coming, man. You know what? That's crazy. Hey, that's crazy. You mentioned that though, but hey, the TTA merch, man. Oh man. Oh my God. I can't wait, man. It's all of it's unfolding pretty quickly, but we're gonna get this stuff out. I definitely want to get back to you guys, man. That's why I came up with the whole thing. I know back a couple of months ago, I did a TTA family giveaway when I caught those homeless people out there in the cold and the police was messing with them. We took them over across the street, bought them some food, gave them some money. So we're just another TTA family giveaway in terms of y'all calling in. We're going to do some cash giveaway, man. We got a lot of stuff coming up, man. So yeah, be tuned, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about a TTA baseball cap or something.
Oh,
I
man.
might have to grab one and just put TTA on it.
Oh man, it's coming, brother. You know what? You gonna like these designs, man. I got my guy, man. He cold, man. It's the same guy that just did our new intro, man. So he doing all the designs for the merch, man. Oh man, it's off the chain, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, let me let you off, man. Let me get off this phone, go ahead and enjoy the rest of the show. And the other guy who was just before me, I believe. I'm like, man, he been talking and talking. But let me let you go, man.
Hey, yeah, man. Shout out to the family, man. Tell your wife I said what's up, man. Y'all make sure y'all still staying tuned, man. I love you guys for supporting me, man. I really do, brother.
Yes, sir. Don't be surprised if I put on your show and then she give you some kickback on that day.
It's all good, man. Come on with it, man. Y'all family, brother.
I think she needs to learn what this understand because she love a little hot debate.
Okay.
I don't think she got much firepower, but I think she's more into feelings, the feelings part of it.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's what the back and forth could be about. Feelings and what actually is law.
Right.
Things that you do every day.
Okay. Well, man, hey, I'm game, brother. You know it's all good, man. For sure.
Yes, sir, man. You take it easy, man. Enjoy your Sunday.
All right, you too, brother.
All right, one.
Yep. Yeah, man. That's one of the TTA family members, man. Leonard. I always say it's either his name Leonard, Leonard. Well, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you calling from.
Hey, good afternoon, James. Six Oak Farm. We spoke a couple times before.
Oh, okay. Where you calling from again?
Lower Carolina.
Oh, Lower Carolina. How you feeling today?
I'm in South Carolina. I'm doing good, man. Good to see you. Free.
Oh man, for sure, brother. Appreciate the call in. How you, what's on your mind?
Hey, I just had some news I wanted to share with you. I told you in the past I'm a constitutional lawyer. The nonprofit that I work for, we sent a writ of certiorari to the Supreme Court the other day.
Okay.
And basically it could be really good news for the community. I just wanted to pass it along as some potentially good news for the community.
Okay.
On Friday, the nonprofit I work for sent to the Supreme Court for Section 1983 case. We've been working through the courts for, it's been a couple of years now. The gist of the case is our client, who's also a member of the nonprofit, he was protesting in front of the Maryland State House with a few other guys. We used to do what we called empty holster rallies or protests back then because Maryland was, and really still is, opposed to any kind of carry of firearms.
Right.
It's all happened, which we were involved in that too. Anyway, so the empty holsters were, just kind of make a point, what we were protesting.
Okay.
And that in Maryland's may issue statute that as much as issuing permits to carry. They basically had a scheme where if you didn't know somebody or carry a whole bunch of money around, you weren't getting a permit. Of course, like I said, that was brewing, and that's changed a little bit. Of course, they're still doing things to fight it. But anyway, on that day, the Maryland Capitol Police, they have control of the State House and some other state properties in Maryland. They basically wanted our client to move back from a sidewalk for no apparent reason. Initially, we got word that it was a state legislature that had made the call about him, but we later found out that it was actually the lieutenant governor asked them to approach our client. Well, they end up arresting him because he was legally recruit for refusing a lawful move from the sidewalk to a different area. Other protesters there attempted to video the arrest, and then he was arrested as well. For no good reason other than he was recording the arrest. Of course, again, this was a public sidewalk. So Maryland's in the 4th Federal Circuit, and they're among the few remaining circuits, which I think might include yours, to not recognize filming the police as protected activity. I think there's been 6 other federal districts that have. So we went to district court. They applied no qualified immunity to the officer, so we won there. But they appealed to 4th Circuit Appeal, who ended up granting the state capitol officer immunity. We found a petition to 4th Circuit for an en banc panel, which would mean the whole 4th Circuit, all the 4th Circuit judges. Usually, when you petition to a certain court from district, they'll do a 3-judge panel. And if you want to appeal that, then it would be what they call an en banc panel, which is to the district court, giving them immunity. So we filed this writ. We just filed it on Friday, so it's all new. It's out there. Actually, if you want to write it down, the case called Herbert, Albert versus Pope, P-O-P-E.
P-O-P-P, what is it, P-O-P-A?
P-O-P-E, just like the Pope in Italy.
Oh, okay. P-O-P-E. Okay.
So it's Hulbert, H-U-L-B-E-R-T versus. But here's the thing. So we submitted the writ. Originally, the guys, the nonprofit, they were just going to do it on relative to the immunity that the not. I kind of argued with them a little bit and asked them, we didn't make an issue of the filming per se in the complaint, but I think this would be a good vehicle to do that. So we included in writ the right to film the police, which of course, if they grant cert, for it, they hear us, then this will make the right to film the police legal nationally. Okay, rather than within the individual circuits. Okay. So, because the I don't know if you're aware or not, but each Supreme Court justice has a circuit that they, I wouldn't say rule over, but they're considered the Chief Justice for that circuit. And the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts, is actually the Chief Justice for 4th Circuit. So it could be a good thing.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to pass that on. We raised 4 issues in the petition. Basically, what we're trying to do with this is do away with qualified immunity altogether.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a big deal for the community.
Oh yeah. That should be that's one of the ultimate goals, man. That's a great push for it, man. We definitely got to get rid of it, like you said, in its entirety. Like I think the state of Colorado actually got rid of theirs, right?
They did, yeah, actually in New York.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So I mean, our case is as far as the qualified immunity issue. That was something that's not written into the law. The original Civil Rights Act that 1983 derives from was from 1870, I think it is. And what happened was when they kind of redid it and republished it, they left a few words out. And basically leaving those few words out, I'm not going to get into all that because it's a bunch of technical legal jargon. But basically what they did was they left out, a particular word that that actually makes it so they're not supposed to have immunity. So qualified immunity is something that the courts have granted over the years with no legislation. So they're basically legislating qualified immunity from the bench.
Okay.
We're trying to get that fixed. There is no federal law that grants qualified immunity.
Right. That makes sense. You're right.
That never happened. So this was all legislated from the bench, which, it's an activism, judicial activism is what they call that. And obviously that's not something that, they're supposed to do. So here you go. There's an attack on qualified immunity. If they do take it up, I have no way of predicting whether they will or not. But if they do take it up, it's going to be huge. And again, the filming aspect of it, I begged and pleaded to get it in there. In fact, I wrote Section 5 of the writ myself. But
really,
if you would, say a little prayer for us.
Oh, for sure, I got you, brother. You definitely always be in my prayers, man. I appreciate the call in.
Yeah, that's no problem, man. I just wanted to give you all a heads up. It's a good case for everybody to keep an eye on. And like I said, we just filed it on Friday, so it's going to be a little bit. The Supreme Court just got back in session last week, so I'm thinking it probably won't be too much longer before we get an answer on that.
All right, keep us informed, brother. I appreciate it, man.
I certainly will, man. Enjoy your day, and thank you for your work. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks for calling in.
No problem, man.
All righty.
Hear that.
So, we got our next caller. I see another super chats in there. Hold on. Man, thanks for calling TTA. Let the people know who you are and where you're calling from.
That's Rick from North Carolina.
Oh, man, shout out to North Carolina. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good. I seen something on there at TTA that is talking about the Brave Cave down there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You seen that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's where they take people off the street and take them to this warehouse and beat them.
Really?
And if you heard of Leroy Truth Investigations?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, he's the one that was breaking the news, and then it went to the city council, and they all knew about it. They say it's been going on for years.
Wow.
And it's crazy. And the reason why I called you is because they also say there's somewhere in Chicago, there's something like that at some time or another, or still going on. They don't know.
Wow. No,
Like they take these people to the warehouse and they beat the living heck out of them. You go have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. It's on you, and you say Leroy. He covered it.
Leroy Truth Investigations.
Okay, I'm gonna check. I definitely got to check that out, man.
Yeah, and see, the city council said they was trying to stop it, and I'm like, what is wrong with these police officers, man? Taking people off the street and taking and beating them in warehouses.
Man, that's disgusting, man.
And the police own that warehouse.
So they set it up like that. Oh my God, I can't even see how it's being allowed to even continue.
And see, this one boy that they did it to, was taking him to the jail, and the jail wouldn't accept him because he was beat too bad. So they had to take him to the hospital, and all this stuff started opening up.
Wow,
You
really?
gotta check it out. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm glad you called in and told me about that, man. I sure got a Leroy Truth Investigation. I'm gonna go check that out as soon as I end this
Go
live.
down there, TTA. If you decide to go down there, don't go down there by yourself.
Right. You're right, man. You're right. I appreciate the head. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, brother. You're doing a good job. I like it.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
Yep. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Not really sure what that is. Oh wow. Man, that's very messed up, man. Taking people to warehouses and beating them. Let me see, Leroy Truth Investigations. Let me write this down, man. Definitely gonna check that out, man. But yeah, TTA family. So man, we definitely gonna look into that, man. That's terrible news, man. Let me see. Where my super chats at, man. I just seen the super chat. TG, man, appreciate the $10, brother. Really appreciate that. I think I seen another one. E1337KI11A. Appreciate the $5. Hey, Terminator, I'll be back. Great content. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you. Might have been another one. Richard Kelly. I don't know if I ain't shout you out. Richard Kelly, I appreciate the $5, brother. I really do, man. Oh, man. Yeah, but man, that's how we roll in TTA fam. That's how we rolling. Yeah. Say, yeah, Leroy broke the whole story of Louisiana. Wow, man, I'm finna go check it out, man. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in, man. Like I say, man, we're gonna do some do a couple of follow-ups this week, man. And I'm right back into the TTA families list. Want to be able to get these follow-ups in since they did leave me messages this weekend. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Like I say, our next live will be on the 22nd, 2 p.m. Central, man. We're gonna do our cash giveaways, man. I got something planned for y'all, something serious, something different. We're gonna do that. And TTA merch, man. I see it in the comments all the time, man. I know y'all ready for them hats, some sweaters, some hoodies and stuff, man. They coming. It won't be. Hey, you know what? Like the monkey said when the lion bit his tail off. It won't be long now. So, man, with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that's been in the chat, everybody that sent the super chats and super thanks, man. I love you guys. And it was one more thing. Can't remember what it was. I'm gonna remember. That's stuck because I'm gonna remember as soon as I get off live, man. But anyway, love you guys, man. Appreciate everybody that's called in and that's been on the live. So until the next time, y'all stay tuned with me.